Hello from City Hall. I am Councilwoman Nikki Nice representing Ward 7, and it's always fun for me to talk about Ward 7 and the great things that it has to offer. And right now we're going to talk about the RIVERSPORT Adventure area. And here to talk more about that, representing the Boathouse Foundation, is Mike Knopp. Hello.
Hello, great to be here.
I'm happy you are here. There are some wonderful things that are happening with the Boathouse Foundation and even just rowing in general and just that area, if you will, bursting with excitement. So let's talk about some of those great things that you have going on.
Sure. Well, you know, like we've mentioned before, this is really kind of a very unique differentiator for Oklahoma City. The fact that kids have access to this kind of amenity, the only place in the world where we have a lighted race course. And so that course was used Saturday night where we had the Youth League Championship. And so we had over 15 middle school and high school teams that were representing schools across the metro, but you know, specifically like U.S. Grant, Southeast, Santa Fe, South, Northwest Class and Mustang, Aztec, there's many of them. So, and they all raced, and it was such a great event, very diverse crowd, people that have never necessarily thought they'd be at a rowing event before, but these kids just did great, and it was just a beautiful evening. The winners, you know, we had a new team, Southeast High School, did very well. There were in the high school division, Mustang actually won, but in the middle school division, Southeast and Roosevelt middle schools combined to win. So we had a lot of great racing.
Awesome. Now, as we're talking about racing, I know a lot of us don't realize the amenities that are down there, and even the fact of the rental spaces that are available too. But I want to talk more about just kind of the inception, if you'll talk about that, how this came to be as far as this area, where we are. And then we had a Matisse study that was done because there were some difficulties that were happening down there. From that Matisse study, where we are now.
Sure. Well, we recognize this ditch that we had, you know, back, 20 years ago. It's hard to believe it was that long ago that we were sitting on a very unique opportunity for Oklahoma City to have a vibrant urban recreational water venue. And just from where I came from in the world of rowing and water sports, I knew that this could be a differentiator for Oklahoma City to stand out really in the world. And there's not many places in the world that could have a downtown venue like that and expose so many opportunities to kids. And so that happened it was about 2005. We're able to really get some momentum building and broke ground on the Chesapeake Boathouse. And that was a real game changer in the fact that it opened up opportunities for programming. It's actually the 20th anniversary of our youth program that we started. And over the course of the last 20 years, I would just say this, we've had nearly $10 million in college scholarships awarded to kids who have discovered rowing because of that ditch we used to have, and now it's creating just tremendous opportunity. And you know, case in point to that, today, in fact, is National Signing Day. And we've got several kids from Oklahoma City signing letters of intent and accepting scholarships to universities across America. Over $1.5 million in scholarships for rowing today being awarded to kids in Oklahoma City because of the river. So it's really powerful. We're really trying to send the message to parents out there that we're sitting on this world-class resource here, and it's open to everyone, regardless of your ability, you know, whether you're, if you've ever played a sport, it really doesn't matter. We can find a place. There's no bench here. And so it really is a tremendous opportunity. I'd say too that at the event on Saturday night, we had administrators came from different schools, and they were emphasizing how the students that were participating, their grades had improved. They become leaders at their schools. There's a lot of great benefits, all due to this development. That, you know, because of the momentum around the building that first boathouse, it led to a whole boathouse district, and we've got cities from across America really coming to learn how do we do this? How do we activate the river in this very unique way? And you know, part of that is created, you know, because no one's ever done this before. There's been challenges along the way, but I think when we've done something that is truly getting the attention, you know, of really the world, but you know, most recently the outdoor industry has selected Oklahoma City as one of 4 cities in America to focus their efforts because of the river. And so what we're really trying to do is leverage that. We had a study done to kind of evaluate everything, and I thought it was very good in kind of identifying opportunities that we had to kind of keep moving in a very positive direction. And you know, I think we're doing so. We've had increases in the attendance in the whitewater facility this year, about a 17% increase in people rafting, about a 75% increase in people buying passes. And I've said for a long time, we're in the culture building business. We're having to kind of create an outdoor or try to infuse an outdoor culture into Oklahoma City. And it doesn't happen overnight, but we think we're on our way.
Well, I'll say one of the challenges I know was trying to get people down to the area when it's a little colder, a little cooler, or technically you would say out of season in some aspects. But it seems like with that, you all took that to heart and you've been able to create different programming and better programming for the community to want this to still be a destination outside of season. So talk about how that's helped.
Well, it's helped. You know, it is a very seasonal operation, and part of it has to do with these are outdoor sports on the river. And so, but we do a lot of things. In fact, we really encourage people to come use these beautiful, iconic facilities for your holiday parties or we do a lot of team building. I mean, it's such a great opportunity to bring your coworkers out and get in our Olympic training site at our rowing tank and have a team building experience. So we do a lot of those things, you know, throughout the year, but specifically off season is a great time. We do a lot of fundraisers for not only our nonprofit, but many other nonprofits come and utilize our space. We're having a big fundraiser for our youth program this weekend called A Perfect Finish, and so those are just ways to generate, you know, support for this nonprofit mission that we have. And you know, we have plans in the works to continue to kind of build upon kind of some off-season programming. You know, we started this year. We expanded our Halloween offerings with an event called River Scream, and that was great. You know, it was something new and different, and people had a great time. You know, I have to try everything, but I took my kids, my teenage boys, and they just loved it. And we had a haunt in the woods there. We actually have a wooded area, and we partnered with our friends at the sanctuary to put that on. And then we took our Sky Trail and turned it into an interactive zombie hunt where we used some new technology. It was like a laser tag experience. So you know, we want to be creative, coming up with new ideas. We have a lot of really fun ideas for the future, you know, that will involve the holidays and even some new attractions and eventually some commercial development too that'll bring people down to the area. We have such a great event venue, you know, because of, you know, I think it's one of the best places to watch fireworks over the river, and just getting people to come down and enjoy, again, something that is truly unique for Oklahoma City. Our REI, the retail store, just opened this week, and we've been working with them as well. And I think one of the things they mentioned about coming to Oklahoma City was due to this kind of emerging culture we're creating around the river and getting people you know, on the water, but not just on the water, on the trails, and just getting more active. And so we think there's going to be a lot of opportunities as we continue to build those outdoor programming that are year-round, and having partners like REI, and then also our new partners in the outdoor, the Thrive Outside initiative that we're working on right now, that will create programs. In fact, we had a group of kids from the YMCA that went camping last weekend in the Whitewater Center. So there's all kinds of things we can do.
Well, walk us through the campus for that area, because I know a lot of people probably don't realize everything that's over there. And I know myself, a few years ago, that was when I was in the media world. We had a media day, and I got to experience everything. I did the zip lining, I did the whitewater rafting, and I will say, don't wear jeans if you're going to whitewater raft. I will tell you that. Do not do that. Make sure you're dressed for the event. But walk us through each area of that area.
Sure. Well, we have about over 100 acres in the Boathouse District, and starting with the Chesapeake Boathouse, which is on the far west end. That's our community boathouse where all of our youth programs and our corporate programming occurs on the rowing side. Then we have the Finish Line Tower, the Chesapeake Finish Line Tower, really iconic facility, marks the finish line. That's where all the timing occurs for the events, but there's also an event center in there, and that's where people gather. It's a great place to watch the races. And then the Devon Boathouse, which is home to OCU, one of our great university partners, and there's a high performance center. That's where the Olympic hopefuls train, and we have an indoor rowing tank and a altitude chamber, and a lot of random things have happened there, like American Idol was filmed in there for an episode. So
wow.
It's just a great event facility. And then we have the University of Central Oklahoma. It's the CHK Central Boathouse. And I got to give them props that they are the national champions for Division II rowing right now. And they feature a music venue and an art gallery in there, in addition to it being a boathouse. Then we have the adventure area, the Sandridge Sky Trail, the slides, the zip line, the Blue Cross Blue Shield youth zone. Everything we have there is about getting active, and you're having a lot of fun. You're burning calories, but it's some adventures that maybe you never thought you'd do in Oklahoma City. You know, zip lining across our river 700 feet and back, a free fall, you know, the tallest dry slides in America. And then further on down, we have the Whitewater Center, RIVERSPORT Rapids, and we just finished our third full season. That's a 8.2 million gallon pool that we pump 500,000 gallons per minute to create world-class whitewater. And case in point, you know, it's for everyone. We have raft guides from around the world that have come, and families come out and they can have that same experience that they might have in Colorado, but right in downtown Oklahoma City. And it's brought the attention of the outdoor industry here, like I said, and we actually had the largest paddle sport retail show here a couple months ago. And all of this also connects to economic impact, and it's about a $23 million annual impact because of all of these programs and events. And so, I just kind of end with the fact that it is also, while it's a great recreational venue for everyone, it's also, you know, we're the only river designated in the United States as a U.S. Olympic and Paralympic training site. And so that encompasses the whole area. And so we are focused on helping advance the program, the Olympic program for Tokyo, which is next August, believe it or not. And in fact, we're going to have athletes training in our Whitewater Center while we're all eating turkey on Thanksgiving. They're going to be training on the channels in the Whitewater, getting ready for the Tokyo Games. Okay. Yeah, and we're looking likely that we'll have the Olympic trials here. So.
So when will we know for sure?
We will make an announcement probably in the next couple of weeks, but we're planning on that coming. We opened the Whitewater Center in 2016 with the Rio Olympic trials.
Okay.
And the difference this year is there's usually 2 rounds. We're anticipating having both because of the quality of the venue and the course. So we're really looking forward to that.
All right. Now, before I let you go, let those who are watching know about maybe those in our communities that are underserved or just do not know anything about rowing, how they can participate or be a part.
Well, there is no barrier to entry for people who would like to give this a try. In fact, a lot of the schools that were involved in our youth league, they do that at no cost, and so we provide that through grants and partnerships we have throughout the community. If people are interested, they can go to our website, riversportokc.org, and click on the information that they'd like to learn more about. And there are opportunities to get involved. And there's the athletic programs that we do provide scholarships for. And then there's our adventure activities that we offer season passes for. And there's many promotions throughout the year that provide opportunities that reduce cost. In fact, for Black Friday and for the holidays, we're offering a 50% off opportunity for our season passes too. So it makes it very affordable for people and to have this world-class experience right here in Oklahoma City. Yeah.
Well, we are excited. Is there a phone number for those who also want to call?
Sure, it's 405-552-4040. And I want to emphasize too that this is, again, for everyone, all ages, truly intergenerational. We have seniors that are dragon boating, and we have, 8-year-olds that are kayaking, and everyone in between. We actually have a mini ropes course for kids that are as young as 3 years old. So really there's something for everyone, and it's free just to walk around. You don't have to pay a gate fee to come in and enjoy the trails, enjoy the surroundings, and there's always something going on that you can participate in. The events that we have are free entry, so it's really been I think it's a great thing for the community, and I think it's a way that as we build and bolster our outdoor culture, our health and wellness, that for people to come and just give it a try, step outside of your comfort zone a little bit and try something new, because we've got an amazing opportunity here.
Well, I think it's definitely important for us to try something new, especially when it comes to the RIVERSPORT area. So thank you so much. And if you did not know, as he said before too, this is the only lit course in the world, right?
It's the only lit course, and it's the only whitewater venue like this that's in a downtown area. So we've got a lot of unique things going for us here.
All right, well, this is Mike Knopp, and he's joining us again from the Boathouse Foundation. So we thank you so much. And again, you can go to the website or just give them a call, 405-552-4040. So with that, we are from City Hall. I'm Councilwoman Nikki Nice, representing Ward 7. Have a great day.